Here we are doing a career mode with AS Monaco, and today it's going to be a new rebuild, the second one on the channel, and yep, going to go to a team over in France who's really one of the top sides in France and possibly would be competing for the title every year and be a main contender without PSG. But anyway, if you look at the team here, we've got a decent team here with Lemar and Fabinho, all with decent potentials, but obviously we're going to be trying to improve the right back and right mid positions, as well as a centre mid position there with Tielemans. And the first thing we're going to do is recall Kylian Mbappe from loan at PSG, because obviously they are one of the best players in the world. He is going to become one of the best players in the world. And we've bought Serge Milinkovic-Savic. He's a real tank and hopefully he does go to Tottenham in real life. But anyway, £30 million for the Lazio player, and he's going to improve our team in that spot where Tielemans plays. And as you can see, we also put Martino in with that. Okay, so we've just sold Raggi for £3.3 million to Chievo Verona, and yeah, and we've just sold Glick off to Man City for £32 million. He's getting old, decided to sell him. Hopefully we'll have enough money to bring in a new amazing centre back. Okay, we've done it. We bought in Christensen from Chelsea and £13.7 million and Falcao, our striker. So maybe slightly overpaid for Christensen, as Falcao is 85 rated and an amazing striker. But either way, we've got Christensen on the team, and we have sold Sidibe, who's off to Galatasaray, for £14 million. And we signed a goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma, for £42 million. And what a signing! He's hopefully going to become an amazing player.
In 8th, Monaco with 6 points. Bottom of the table, Metz with
and
1 point.
On to here to transfer deadline day, and not really much has happened. But if you take a look here, we've signed these two players to improve our centre back positions, because we're really low on centre backs, and I just thought that'd be really important. And we have sold Touré to Spurs for £4.6 million, and we're going to accept Subasic's offer here, because hopefully we will be trying to sell him, because we have bought in Donnarumma and it'll be good to sell him. And I'll see you if we do sell him, and if not, then I'll see you at the in the January transfer window. Here we are, just showing the signing of Touré to Spurs for £6 million. He's off. We don't need any right backs, even though he could have good potential in the future. We're not really going to use him. And Subasic off to Arsenal for £24.7 million, obviously to replace Cech. And we've signed Nicholas Stark onto the team. He's hopefully going to be a good signing, a new centre back. Got decent potential, and he's relatively cheap to improve our centre back position. And we'll see if anyone else is signed, or we'll see you at the Champions League group stage. Here we are at deadline day with quite a few players in and out. Quite a busy first transfer window, and we'll just see you Okay, so this is the January transfer window. We didn't do any business there, as we did loads of business in the first transfer window, but we've got pre-contracts with Can, Wilshere, Ramsey, Lamella, and that will be to improve our team for next season, which will, with use of pre-contracts, will do us good. But halfway through this season, we are third, so fighting for that Champions League spot, and we are scoring goals, but also getting quite a few in. But overall, it's not too bad. PSG are out front with Meltz, Can and Strasbourg in behind. We did lose the Trophy Champ, and the Coupe Nationale hasn't gone ahead, but in the Coupe Italique we did not even make it to the round of 16, which is surprising. We didn't win the European International Cup, and I'll see you in the end of the season. It's just the team quickly. Let's show you how it's progressing. Yeah, obviously Lamella's increased. Bino, Donnarumma's increased by 1. Milinkovic-Savic, what a signing that was. Balde's up there on the wing, and here we are at the end of the season. And we did come back to second, so overall not too bad. And obviously PSG still out front, winning the league. But we come second, we've secured a Champions League spot, and that's all that really matters, because that's how we win. And for you guys that don't know the rules, if I haven't mentioned them at the beginning, but I don't think I have, essentially I can sign whatever players I want, and I can buy whatever players I want. They can be as unrealistic as we like. All matches are simulated, and I played the Champions League final. And here we are. We have accepted the offer of £15.6 million for Yusuf Ben Nasser to ASSC. So we're not really going to use him as much. Hopefully we're going to bring in some money. Hopefully we're going to bring in some money for a new player in this transfer window. And that's it. We've bought Werner. Hopefully he's going to improve in overall, as he isn't going to be amazing. Hopefully he's going to increase to probably an 88, hopefully. But 40 million plus Jovetic isn't a bad price. So welcome to the squad, Timo Werner.
Olympique Lyonnais 3, Nantes 0.
We have sold
Monaco,
David
1.
Edgar
Paris
to
Saint-Germain
QPR for
0, Bordeaux 0.
£430,000, and he's really old. You weren't using him, and honestly, there was really no point at keeping him in the club. So see you later. And there's another player who we sold, another old centre back to Middlesbrough for £640,000, and here we are at transfer deadline day. As you can see, Isco's gone to Juventus for £103 million, but we've had a decently busy transfer window, and I'll see you at our Champions League group stages. Here's the team again, just in its progression. Donnarumma's increased, Milinkovic-Savic, Lemar, Mbappe and Werner are slowly going to increase, I hope, but as you can see, Stark's done better. And here around the Champions League, it was a really difficult group, Chelsea and Dortmund, and obviously Club Brugge, but we have come second, and with 8 points, only losing 2 matches, and it was a 2-2-2 as our result. And if we switch now over to the tournament tree, if my controller's gonna work. Yep, here we are. Oh no, if you look up top left, as you can see, you can join up against Real Madrid. Obviously, not what I was hoping for, but when you come second, you've got to expect a hard opponent like that. And yeah, And here we are at the midway point of the season. We are 4th, so not in a Champions League spot, but it's okay. We're only 1 point behind 3rd, which is a Champions League spot. Obviously, Paris Saint-Germain doing really well, but we did win the Trophy Champ against Paris Saint-Germain. The Coupe Nationale obviously hasn't been played yet, and we did get through, and we are in the quarterfinals for the Coupe de la Ligue. Again, here's the reminder of the Champions Cup. I'll see you if I can make any signings in this transfer window. Okay, so we have sold Congolo to Everton, left back who we're not using because we're not using left backs or right backs in this formation. £16.3 million to hopefully bring in a player, and this player is going to be De Ligt, who's got an amazing potential in FIFA. It's like 91, but a player who's rated 78 at the beginning of the game. We paid 11.8 million plus start, so not a bad price to be honest for De Ligt, and he's going to definitely improve this centre-back problem that we've got at the moment. As you can see, George's transfer talks have broken down, unfortunately. We was hoping to sell him to get a bit more money in. But here we are. As you can see, we're going to bring in Stokosha, Defulu, Pereira and Orji in on free transfers, pre-contract, in next season. So hopefully this will again improve our team. And here we are in the first leg, home leg against Real Madrid. And off we go. Let's get an early goal. Oh no, Immobile gets one for Real Madrid. It's an early goal, but not for us. It's unfortunate. Come on guys, let's get one back. They've got an away goal. The most we can make it do is make it equal going into the second leg. Not much happening here. Come on guys. Werner gets one, but Immobile gets one almost immediately after. Thank goodness Asensio missed the penalty. But as you can see now, we're on to the second leg. We are away and we're 1 goal down, and they have 2 away goals. So we need to score 2 here to even be in with a chance of making the Champions League quarterfinals. Ryan gets an early booking. We're approaching half time. Tielemans gets a goal for us. It's 1-0. We only need 1 more goal to get through. And Werner gets that one for us. We just need to keep tight here. They can't score. If they don't score, we'll win. We've beaten Real Madrid in the Champions League round of 16, and we are going to be through to the quarterfinals. And it's an unfortunate draw against Bayern Munich. So if we go from Real Madrid to Bayern Munich, hopefully we can beat them like we beat Real Madrid. But that's not going to happen, as Thiago has scored in the 12th minute. Vidal gets booked. Come on guys, we need a goal. Costa gets one for them. It's 2-0. I can't see this being a very good... Oh, Common gets one for them. It's 3-0. And really, by this score, even now, I can see us not making the semi-finals. We're going to need 3 goals here to even push it into extra time. And honestly, with our team at the moment, it's just not good enough to score 3 goals against Neuer, Kimmich, McQueen, Hummels and Alaba. As that's probably one of the best defences in the world. Lewandowski gets a goal. It's 4-0 now in aggregate. Costa gets a goal, 5-0 in aggregate. Could we be doing an Arsenal losing 10-2 in aggregate? Hopefully not. Hopefully we can get a goal. Mbappe gets one for us, just to take some of the sorrow out of it for us. We weren't completely thrashed. So we are out of the Champions League, but we can focus on the league now. And well, we have come 3rd, but it is by 9 points, so it wasn't too close, and we are into the Champions League next season. So overall, not a bad season. We didn't win the Champions League, but we did win the Trophy Champ, which I know isn't the same, but it's something. We didn't win the Coupe Nationale, being knocked out in the quarterfinals. As you can see, FC Nantes won, but we did beat PSG in the Coupe de League for the Cup. Chelsea won the Copa Europa, Bayern Munich won the Champions Cup. So overall, not really too bad going out to them. Against Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid won Europa League against Lyon. Inter have just signed Gil Diaz from us. It is for £18.7 million. The winger just wasn't getting played in our formation, and overall potential wasn't good enough with the pre-contract players we brought in. And off we go to Inter. Now, Crystal Palace have just signed George from us. Again, he wasn't getting much time playing as a left back, so £14.6 million brought that in to sign a good player, and we'll see what we can do. Here we are. We fixed the centre back problem, bringing in Nicolas Soulé. He is hopefully going to really bolster up our defence, as 86 rated, 57 million from Bayern Munich. Welcome to the club. So we have signed Lopes from us for £23 million. Again, this was a player that wasn't really playing much, and hopefully we can gather money to buy a new player. And Juventus have signed Jack Wilshere. He only joined about 6 months ago, but he wasn't getting the time. He wanted to leave the club, and honestly, 36 million, I don't really mind him leaving. He's getting quite old, and he wasn't a first team player. Can was getting more time than him as well. And he's off to Juventus, which obviously is a massive move for him, but off he goes. And Gazal is off to West Ham for £7.7 million. Again, the winger not getting much time at the moment, just selling them like the deadwood at the club. And here we are though in a qualifier match to make the Champions League group stages against St. Pat's. Hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to get through. And yep, simulate it, but oh no, St. Pat's win 1-0, so we are going to have to score in the second leg. And we have sold Benaglio, I probably just absolutely slaughtered his name, for £1 million, but we have bought Aaron Ramsey and sold him again 6 months later, much like Jack Wilshere, the Arsenal player, to Man United for £32.9 million. Again, he wasn't getting much time with Can being in the team, and off you go. We should hopefully have enough money to bring in an amazing winger like Ousmane Dembélé, and we have got him for £80 million from Barcelona. We played his release clause, as it was slightly less. I went into negotiations, they wanted about 100 million, so I paid his release clause. But here we are in the second leg, we need to win. They beat us 1-0, and if we go ahead and we need to get this goal, we have to put it into extra time, but we do it. It's 2-0, and we're through to the group stages of the Champions League. West Ham have signed Adama Traore for £8.9 million. Sorry if I pronounced this guy's name wrong. But off he goes, hopefully bringing a bit more money. I'm not sure if we will gather enough money to buy for a cross player, and we haven't, and here we are at deadline day. As we simulate, we haven't really made much business bringing in, but we have brought in 2 world-class players, and as you can see there, we have 1 player per month. And here again, quite a hard group, but we have done it. We've got the same points as Leverkusen, but slightly much less goal difference. Haven't scored too much, and we are through And we are against, if you look at the bottom right, the team which knocked us out last Champions League, Bayern Munich. So what's all this with us being drawn against the hardest teams? Real Madrid last season, Bayern Munich this season. Come on, we could be against some easier teams. And we have sold Eric Lamela, the player we did bring in on a free contract after about a year of bringing him in. He's been sold for £7.5 million. And if we take a look halfway through the season, we are at the top of the league with PSG in third, which is quite surprising. And we are on 43 points, 7 points ahead of the team in second. And Coupe National, as always, hasn't been played. And we did get knocked out in the round of 16. Unfortunately, we won the Asian Elite Cup. Bayern Munich went on to win the Copa Europa. And here's a quick look again over the Champions Cup. And as per normal, the EuroLeague hasn't actually been seeded yet. And here we are, just going to show that little animation of Lamela going to Real Sociedad for £21.7 million. Hopefully we should have more money now to sign a player. And but we are going to spend this money on pre-contract players, i.e. Son and Raheem Sterling, welcoming them to the squad, who should hopefully do well for us in the future. And here we are at transfer deadline day. Wasn't too busy January, as we did spend a lot of money in the first season. For some reason, Ousmane Dembélé wants to leave the club, even though he's getting lots of money and he's being played basically every single match. But here we are. If we look here at the Champions League round of 16, first leg, Bayern Munich have got a goal in the 4th minute. Could we be looking at a repeat of what happened last Champions League? Hopefully not. Hopefully one of our players can get a goal. Come on, guys. Lewandowski gets one for them. Could we be crashing out in the round of 16 this early? Ousmane Dembélé gets one back for us from the penalty, making it 2-1. It is not the worst result, but certainly could have been better. As we move on to the next leg, we are in the away leg. We are down 2-1, so hopefully we could do better than we did last time. Don't let them score, and we've done it. We're through to the quarterfinals of the Champions Cup. Okay, well done, guys. On to the next match against PSG. So we're not getting the easiest draws, as you guys can tell. In the last season, last Champions League is Real Madrid, then Bayern Munich. Here we've got Bayern Munich, now PSG. Only booking for Verratti. Milinkovic-Savic gets one for us, but Soler gets one back for them. 1-1. But we have got an away goal. Mbappe gets one for us, 2-1 in the 51st minute. Verratti gets one for them, but Mbappe also gets one back. So it's 3-2 here. So much going on. Timo Werner gets injured. Hopefully it won't be for too long. But it is 3-2. Good match. And hopefully 3 away goals should do us well in the second leg where we are at home. Okay, we can keep a clean sheet, even let them score 1 goal, but nothing worse than that. An early goal would almost put it out of sight for them. And Christensen's got just that. Neymar scores for them, so it's now 4-3 in aggregate. 1-1 here. Come on, don't let them score. We've done it. We are through to the next round of the Champions League, the semi-finals against Real Madrid. And hopefully we can beat them in this match. Thomas Lemar gets a goal for us early in That's an away goal. Thank God. Yeah, Kylian Mbappe gets one for us as well, 2-0. Asensio gets one back for them. Player I was looking to sign instead of Son Dembele, but his price was just way too high. He did have a high overall, but we have won 2-1 over Real Madrid. And as we go into the second leg, we should hopefully have a good chance against them. Here we are in the second leg. Nothing's happening so far. It's 2-1 to us. We've got 2 away goals. Gareth Bale gets one back for them, 2-2, but we are ahead on away goals. We've got 2, they've got 1 here. But we can't let them score. Ronaldo gets one for them. Come on guys, we need one. Son Dembele gets one back. This is going to be going into extra time. Come on guys, this is really hard when you are a home team in extra time, because if they score, it's almost put you out of the competition, and they have. Unfortunately, we do crash out to Real Madrid in the semi-finals of the Champions League, and it is the new season, but I did forget to record how we did last season in the league, and we did finish first in the league by quite a few points. I can't remember how many now, but it was a decent amount, and we got to the semi-finals of the Coupe Nationale, and we won the league. We obviously won the league, so there we are. And we have bought Malcolm from AS Monaco for £39.8 million plus the pre-contract player that we did bring in, Defulu. So obviously he's got another high potential in the game, something like 92 for a winger, which is really good. And we now have him, and we have sold Rafael Diarra to Wigan Athletic for £1 million. So hopefully we will do well. And Can has gone off to Everton, back to the Premier League, £50 million, no less, which honestly isn't too bad. And here we are at the transfer deadline day. Aguero's off to Juventus. They've been making amazing signings, but not really much done in this transfer window. Here is our Champions Cup match. I believe this is round of 16, and off we go. An easier team than who we had, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, so hopefully we can do it against them. But curse the commentator, Gent's gonna got one, so come on boys, let's get one back, get an away goal, so there's less pressure on us in the second leg. They've got one, it's now 2-0 to them. This isn't looking good at all. Can you bring us back Real Madrid and Bayern Munich? We can try and beat them. Okay guys, we need at least two goals to even force it into extra time. And with their performance in the last match, this will be hard. But Milinkovic-Savic gets one for us. We only need one more now, 60 minutes, and Tielemans gets one back. And Milinkovic-Savic gets another one, so we're now in the lead. We've got one goal in the league, and then Dembele gets one. We're really putting them out of sight. That must have been just an awful match we had last match in the round of 16. Because here we are, Dembele gets for 5-0, and yeah, so we can forget about what happened in the last match. It's 5-2 on aggregate, and we're through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League against Barcelona. And here we are. Come on, let's get some away goals for us. Mbappe gets a goal for us. Well done, Mbappe. We've got an away goal against Barcelona. No substitutions been made yet. And as I say, that 2 happened. They're bringing on Coutinho. And this when Dembele gets one for us, the old Barcelona player, making it 2-0. And as we go into the second leg, we've got 2 away goals, which is a very strong thing to be bringing into a second leg. And even if we can keep a clean sheet now, and we'll go through to the semi-finals. Mbappe gets a goal for us. Probably one of now the world's best players. He's done well at this World Cup as well. Could be possibly winning it in a couple of days, but Thomas Muller gets one back for them. Thomas Muller for Barcelona, but Mbappe gets one for us. Could he be looking at a hat-trick? We are ahead on aggregate anyway. This one, Dembele gets injured. Hopefully it's not for too long. And we've used up all 3 of the substitutions, but we have won. We are through to the Champions League semi-final. Wow. And it is going to be against Atletico, who beat Real Madrid 2-1 in both of their legs. Oh no, yeah. So Mbappe gets a goal. It's 1-0 for us. No, I think they beat Juventus, sorry, in that Real Madrid matches. I'm not sure why they would have 2 in a row, but anyway. It's 1-0, not really much happening. Suli's been booked. And pretty uneventful match, but Mbappe got us the goal. He did the deeds. It's 1-0 going into the second leg. And this is the away leg. I think there might be a glitch here because they keep on winning 2-0 versus Real Madrid. But Christensen gets an early booking. Hopefully something can be done. Or nothing can be done, which would make it just fine for us. Lemar missed a penalty for us though. Could that be a crucial component? Saul gets one for them. It's 1-1 now. Tielemans gets one back for us, an away goal. And we are going to be going through the Champions League final. Here we are, here is the team. Werner, Mbappe, Lemar, Tielemans, Fabinho, Milinkovic-Savic, Dembele, Bailly, Suli, Christensen and Donnarumma. They're all pushing up into the 90s, apart from Werner, which is hard. He hasn't increased in overall since I signed him. I was hoping he would, such a young player. And taking a look at the team here, if we take a look at who's appeared most, it's Milinkovic-Savic and Kylian Mbappe with 39 goals across the season. The next player being Ousmane Dembele with 17. I mean, Kylian Mbappe is probably the best player in the world now, obviously, if you can score 39 goals in 38 matches in a league, with probably a couple going to the Champions League. So it's probably about 0.8 goals per match. And he's also got the most assists. But if we do scroll down through our players now, as you can see, these are the players' stats for the season. Hopefully we won't need to do this again before going into the Champions League final. But hasn't been a bad season. Thomas Tuchel appearing 9 times, with Gianluigi Donnarumma getting injured a couple of times. But here we are, Champions League final. It's been a long season crusade. And here we are,
domestic commitments of both these clubs,
versus
how
Man
well
United
they've done in the Champions Cup to reach this final. I wonder who will prevail. We'll find out shortly enough.
Probably the best goalkeepers in the world.
Well, this is a great day for the Champions Cup, the final, which is going to be
AS Monaco
contested
versus
here.
Manchester
And,
United.
it's got to be played to a
the
conclusion.
Champions Cup final.
Hopefully our
Martin
voices will
Tyler
stand up
and
to the
Alan
conclusion. It's Martin Tyler here and
Hopefully
Alan Smith.
Well, I hope we rise to the occasion, Martin, and I hope these two teams do.
Manchester United are going to be battling us out.
A real spring in there.
They've got Pogba,
Step on
who's
the
probably
back of
one of
that
the best
home win in
midfielders
their
in the
previous
world
game
at
against Bordeaux.
Against
4-0.
He's probably one
The
of the
manager
best
would have been
strikers in the world
delighted, and I think he
There's
might be
the
at the end of today as well.
And here we are, Kylian Mbappe, the captain of the team. And in a minute, we're going to be getting into this match. Here's Donnarumma, and here we are, Man United.
Well, here we go. We're underway in the Champions Cup final.
Cannot wait for this one to pan out, Martin. It should be a fantastic contest.
Timo Werner gets the ball.
Monaco's lineup today. Gianluigi Donnarumma is the goalkeeper. Eric Bailly plays with Andreas Christensen as the centre-backs. So a couple of strikers for them at the front end of the team.
Draxler, Pogba.
This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal. Romelu Lukaku is the sole striker
our
today.
defence is in back, good cross, and it's gone in the 5th minute, behind 1-0 to Manchester United. Holmes is getting the goal. I don't actually recognise his name.
I have to say,
Probably a good player though who they brought in.
In your
He's playing in the Champions League. Timo Werner,
A brilliant header, a Fantastic
he loses
finish.
the ball.
Good
Probably
play.
was a really good
So
play
they
by
got
me
that
there,
challenge in.
and I just ran into the defender.
Pogba.
There is chances as they did score early. Gets it
Romelu
down to
Lukaku.
Lukaku, but Bailly
Now
gets the ball with the old Man United player,
Tielemans.
and Yuri Tielemans has the ball.
Zielinski.
Savage throws it on through to
Attacking well
Timo
here.
Werner. Surely there's a foul there.
Looking from the referee, just the free kick.
Yes. Werner. Probably should have waited a bit. Milinkovic-Savic throws it through to Mbappe. Mbappe shoots. What a goal! What a goal by Mbappe.
Well, on the big stage, he's produced
Running
a
off doing a
moment of
celebration
quality
rightly deserved. In 30th minutes, 1-1.
He can't have scored
What
many
an
better
eventful
than this.
Champions League final this
The
could turn out
bend he's
to be.
imparted onto the ball.
Well, give
Man
him
United
credit.
have
You
the
could
ball
see
again,
exactly
passing it
what he
around.
set out to do there and executed it perfectly.
It's level.
Pogba
Both sides have scored
looks
here
up
now.
forwards, but our defence will
Promising
deal with
build-up
that soon.
until
Milinkovic-Savic.
that challenge.
Osman to Usman Dembele, back to Mbappe. 45th team.
Turn pass.
Usman Dembele.
Now they've got a chance in this
Pass
part
it
of the
to
pitch.
Werner
Good
all gives
challenge.
the ball away. He hasn't
Quincy
had a
Promes.
very good match, but we don't really have anyone on the bench to replace him. Savage gets the ball, passes back to
A couple of
Christensen.
teammates who are clearly on the same wavelength.
Of course, my computer goes off in the
Julian
background.
Draxler. And it's Draxler who gets
Trying
away.
to cut back here. Draxler's got the ball still.
Ramsey.
Aaron Ramsey, the player we signed.
Now Pogba.
Lukaku. I'm not sure what's happened here, but Lukaku's got a goal. 2-1. That was a moment of confusion there, and it's now 2-1 to Manchester United in the 23rd minute. It's a very
Really couldn't miss from there.
tightly
Well, the keeper
contested
had
match.
no chance.
And
In front here
There
on
we are.
Manchester United.
Timo Werner.
Tried to tackle
Werner
here
gives the
and
ball
he's
away
done that.
again. This hasn't been a great match for him
Draxler.
today. Manchester
Ramsey.
United on the ball. Crossed it over. Usman Dembele is on the ball. Going to try and run up the wing here. Passes it into Kylian Mbappe. Back to
Dembele.
Usman Dembele.
They've got numbers in this attack and it looks dangerous.
Going to try and cut it in. David De Gea dives on that. He's not going to let that one go through. Quite just that easy. We are 1 goal behind though. They're just playing long balls, Manchester United. Much like they sort of do in
Zielinski.
real life. And they're sitting back quite a bit. So
Trying to
Thomas Lemar.
switch on the attacking
Savage.
power in this situation.
Savage
Cut
again.
that out. Well
Pass cut
read.
out.
Getting the ball back and thinking attack straight away.
Draxler's got past
Space
us.
out on the wing that Manchester
Lukaku's on
United
the
are
run
using
on
very
his own.
positively.
Suli does very well there to tackle. Milinkovic-Savic into
Tielemans.
Tielemans. Milinkovic-Savic again. Usman
Dembele.
Dembele. Mbappe.
They could
Werner.
pose some
Hopefully
danger
can
now.
do better. Hopefully he doesn't become Raheem Sterling on this match.
Now it's
like
Usman
Raheem
Dembele.
Sterling's done so badly
Zielinski.
in the World Cup.
Good work,
Oh,
really,
cut
to
out
read
that
the
ball, which could have
intention
been
of the
a really
pass.
promising opportunity. Probably passing it around way too much.
Slipping it
But
through.
Lukaku's on there. He's off. He's onside. Sorry, and he hasn't got any
Drilled in
defending. He
towards
takes a bit
Draxler.
too much time. Draxler,
Draxler.
and that's
Through the keeper.
Donald Wills going to catch that every single day of the week. Put into Tielemans, to Timo Werner, to Kylian Mbappe, to Usman Dembele.
it's
Probably
Usman
passed that
Dembele.
way too much there. Timo
Well,
Werner, Mbappe.
Moving forward
Mbappe.
with some danger
Usman
to the
Dembele,
opposition now
Mbappe.
they're here.
Back heels. What a back heel! Oh! What
This
a move!
equaliser.
And that's Timo Werner making up for his mistakes earlier in the match.
Knocked
But
it away
I can only
from
just
very close
appreciate
range.
that back
All
heel
about
there.
concentration, that getting the
Mbappe
right
to
strike
make
on
it
it.
2-2 just
Two
before
teams
half-time.
brilliantly
And,
matched in this contest.
it's good to be
It's
going
level
into
again.
half-time, not behind.
Quincy Promes.
It will give us a slight boost of confidence going into the second half.
Well, all
And,
to play for
here we
as
are
we
at
reach
half-time.
half-time in the Champions.
I'm going to be taking off Thomas Lemar for Malcolm, and hopefully going to just increase the pace a bit more on the wings, and he will hopefully do well for us.
Well, the first half
And,
flashed
we're on
by,
the ball,
second
going
half
from right to
underway
left.
here, Champions Cup final.
Yeah, and a chance for people just to settle
Timo
down in that
Werner
dressing room at
making a
half-time
run,
and come
and
out
Kylian
and produce the
Mbappe
best
on
in
the
the final
ball's cut
45
out.
minutes.
Still 2-2
Promise.
here. It could go either way.
It's good work between these two. There's good progress with this attack.
Ramsey.
Aaron Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Went for placement
Ooh.
here and not far away, but
that was a close
it'll be
one. He
frustrating.
could have scored. They should have
I
scored.
think if you just get some power behind it, the
Bailly.
keeper will have little chance, but he chose the other option.
Tielemans.
Making a nice run here. Ramsey.
Seems to get it to feet. He's come rather deep to do that, the main striker.
Just gives away the ball.
Ramsey.
Proms. Who scored us against us in the fifth
Referee
minute.
says play on and gives Manchester United the advantage.
Foul, but
Whipped in
he's going
towards
to play
Draxler.
advantage. Good work there by Donnarumma not to get to that. That could have been devastating for us. Mbappe. Dealing with Savage. What was that there? Surely that's a red card. I mean, is the referee going to book him? And it is a red card for Pogba. I'm not sure what Pogba's doing there. The guy didn't even have the ball. Why was he slide tackling?
Position. They've worked this attack
it wasn't
very well.
a dangerous position.
Quite a
That was
dangerous
just.
position now.
I'm just so confused why God did that. But anyway, the ballet Werner.
He's on the move all the time and
out in
makes
a
lots of
dangerous
these
position. Good for
interceptions.
them. But not so great for us. Put down to Proms. Good head Proms as Lukaku gets to it. Oh, it's going to be an easy catch with Donnarumma. Christensen. Christensen. Savage. Mbappe. Blocked.
I think he saw the look from the
Blocks
other
the
player and
pass.
saw where the pass was
Man
going.
United are back on
Read
the
it.
ball. Mbappe wins it back for us.
That's great defending there, stopping that attack.
Savage. Timo Werner.
Werner.
Back to Savage.
Keep
Mbappe
the ball
loses
at
the
the
ball,
moment.
unfortunately. Mbappe hasn't had a great second half. but
Nemanja Matic.
we're not behind just yet as we enter the 70th minute of the match.
Matija Nastasic. Julian
Draxler's
Draxler.
played well today. And Quincy Proms.
Foul there by the United player.
And it's going to be a foul there. And
Well, it's
I'm
one
going to bring on
change,
Son for Timo
and it looks
Werner.
like
Timo
it's a
Werner
case of
hasn't
just
played
trying to
really
freshen
well
the team
at
up a bit.
today, so I'm going to bring on Son. Going to give Son the chance. And yep, my Tottenham player is going to come on and hopefully do well for us in this match.
Süle.
Tielemans to Mbappe.
Onto the attack now.
To Son. To Zelensky. To Mbappe. What a save by De Gea. We should have gone ahead from that.
Maybe a chance.
And it's going to be a corner to us.
Put the corner in the middle.
Unmarked.
Peters out rather
Is
for them.
Suli there. Mbappe.
He's cut that out well.
Tielemans
Well read.
but loses the ball. Lobbed up to Lukaku. To Draxler over on the wing.
Space out on the wing that Manchester United are using very positively.
And crosses it. And the touch there by Lukaku is just not strong enough. And he can pick up the ball. That was a dangerous throw there. By Donnarumma.
Well, suddenly they could be on the counter-attack. Dembele.
This one to play. Mbappe. Zelensky. Mbappe. Son.
Now it's Ousmane Dembele.
Malcolm.
And shoots!
Malcolm takes a shot, but it's just
It's a corner kick.
way off target.
And that means a chance. Top
Did it
player,
take a
top performance
deflection?
today
Yes,
from
it
him.
is.
Right on his game. He's being
So,
substituted
it's
now,
crossed in.
and the crowd have loved
De Gea
watching his
punches it.
performance.
Yeah, it's just all gone right. Doesn't happen all the time, but
Man
one
United
of
have
those
still
days
got the
where he
ball,
didn't really
passing
put a
it
foot
around the
wrong.
back. It's dangerous play here.
Good reading of the play by the
Get an
defender.
interception here. Mbappe's on.
Son.
Son. Oh, what a save by De Gea. It's going to be another corner.
At full stretch.
This is
Yeah,
going
the
to be
referee's signalling for
going
these
right down to the
substitutions
wire.
to take place now.
And could it go into
He's
extra
going to
time?
go off, and he's
Hopefully
going
we
to go
can
off
secure it
to
now
a
with this
huge
corner.
what a
Oh,
save,
another
what a
great
time to
save
make it in such-
by...
Now the
Oh, Son!
Champions.
The substitute comes on.
Well, we
The
go
Tottenham
their way
player.
now.
World
This
class.
very late goal.
And there we are.
See a way
Doing
back
right
into
here, right
that
now.
position after
Ronaldo
that.
celebration to win us the Champions
That
League
is
final, hopefully.
textbook from him.
Son gets
Oh,
us
look
the
at them,
goal.
they're delighted, and
The
it looks like it
89th
was a
minute. His
set-piece
first
routine
goal.
from them.
Probably his first
Well, a very
appearance of the
exciting climax
season.
to an exciting game. This could be
And
the
he's
decider.
done well
Well, it
for
could
us.
be at this stage of the match. There doesn't seem much of a
Here we are.
opportunity to come
We're
back.
ahead 1-0.
Could be decisive.
And as we go into injury time,
Still chance for
hopefully
something to
we'll just
happen
keep
because
clean
there's
sheet.
3 added minutes.
Hopefully they don't
An amazing
stop.
finishing prospect here for
Intercept the
Manchester
ball.
United.
Savage
Who
doesn't
are still
let it go
losing.
out of play.
They haven't given
For
up.
some reason I don't
Got the
pass it,
tackle in.
and they're going to
Trying
have a
to find
chance here.
Alexis Sanchez.
No. Malcolm. to Savic. And that's going to be the match over. We've done it.
What we've been knowing for
We are the champions of Europe.
They are the champions. Alan.
Yeah, absolute joy
There's
amongst
joy
those players.
among all the players. This is a day they're never going to
hard,
forget.
over the course of the last 9 months or so.
Is a competition
boy, they
which
deserve
every
it.
team wants to win, every player wants to win.
These are special moments for a very
And
successful
they're going to go over
team.
to the awards ceremony
Congratulations
now.
to
First,
them.
going to have a little celebration on the pitch.
Well,
Rightly
it's been a terrific
deserved.
final.
Going up here
And
to
a
receive the
terrific
trophy.
tournament, right from the early rounds, the group stages, and here we are at the climax of it all, Alan.
Yeah, it's the pinnacle of club football, isn't it, for these professionals?
This is really where they
day.
want to get to in their
A season
careers.
they will never forget.
This
what a campaign for them.
is going to be an
They
unforgettable
are
season.
Europe's elite.
The first time
They have
they're going to
won
win
the
this,
Champions Cup.
and the Champions Cup's been won by AS Monaco. We've done it, we've completed it. What a day for these players. 3-2 against Man United. Everyone's celebrating in the stadium, and rightly deserved. They are going to lift it up again. They won't want this night to
Well,
end.
real joy here.
All day, shall I
Total
say. It's very
happiness.
bright here.
You play
And they're going to run it
the
around,
game
share it
for
with the
these kind of
fans.
moments.
Rightly deserved. They've been
You're
as
in it,
much
you
a
want to
part
win
of
it,
this
and
as
they have won it.
fans.
Yeah, no wonder they're going to the fans, because those supporters have played a huge part in this triumph. They've stuck by these players. They've needed them the most.
Special scenes here.
Celebrations all around the stadium. Monaco are the champions of Europe,
Well, you have to have
and the team photo's
photo.
coming now.
And
They've done
getting
well.
ready for it now.
For some reason the whole team aren't included,
Yeah, one
but
of those
you know,
lovely scenes
they've won.
that you'll
Monaco,
hang on the wall back
the
at
champions of Europe. It feels like I should say once again, but these players haven't done that before. Here we are.